Recap. Just to recap, I'll say this: Dillon Danis did have the right game plan, but he did not execute it well. First of all, if you're gonna try to gas somebody out, it's gonna be a little bit hard if it's a 6 round fight because usually when it's a 12 round fight, you got like 5, 6 rounds to let them kind of go crazy and figure them out and then start turning it up. Dillon, you got 2 to 3 rounds to let him cook, and then you gotta start activating. He just sat there. He never You have to do something to make them gas out. If they're able to just freely roam and just jab you, of course they're not gonna get tired. He's not having to work. He didn't make Logan work, so there's no chance of gassing him out. So just all around terrible, piss poor performance from Dillon Danis. All those fans he just gained, he just lost. Nobody's gonna even be talking about Nina anymore because he actually embarrassed himself probably even more than her. I will say that Logan is nowhere near Jake. He has no knockout power. He has no power. Even that little, remember he went crazy on Floyd, landed all the or didn't land any of those punches. He did the same thing on Dillon, who's less trained, couldn't hurt him either. He has almost no power. So his fights are not going to be very exciting because he's just a jab cross, 1 2, 1 2 move. He's a stick and move type guy. He has no power. He's not going to be able to, you know, excite the fans by knocking people out like Jake. So I don't really see him having a future in boxing. Um, for the KSI fight, y'all saw me reacting to it on stream. No time in the fight. We counted. The fight never went more than 10 seconds without a clinch. The referee did not stop the clinch. He took a point from Tommy for the punch to the back of the head, but would not take points from KSI for clinching. Just let them keep clinching the whole fight. I think Tommy could have hurt him badly if he wasn't smothering his punches with the clinch. If they fought on the outside, KSI does nothing but he does the little Michael Venom Page Taekwondo stance. He reaches at your front glove, then he leaps in with an overhand right. That's the same thing he does that's his only combination. He either does that or he holds. So overall, what I took from this, those were two really bad fights. The Slim versus Saul Poppy was fire. The Dean the Great versus Wally, that was fire. But the two main event fights were awful. So I'm saying right now, influencer boxing has about a year or two left before niggas get bored and they get tired of bad fights. Jake Paul is the only one that maybe could last longer than that. But these, like, DAZN, was it Misfits fights? They have a year or two. If the quality doesn't improve, that they're not gonna last very long. Overall, it was actually worse than I expected. The card was worse than I expected. When it's influencers and it's untrained people, you expect knockouts. You expect excitement. But the bad thing is if you have two people that have no clue how to fight at all, it's entertaining because it's so bad. Influencer boxing has reached a level where they're not so bad that it's just funny. They're slightly above that. But they're not good enough to actually be high level. So they're stuck in that medium area where neither one of them are that good. Neither one of them are that sure of their skills. So it just ends up very boring. They both fight very tentative, a lot of holding, as you saw. And yeah, I don't see a promising future for influencer boxing. I'll be very honest. Unless y'all want to let me box somebody, I'll get active because I come from the school of Who is somebody that does it? I come from the school of Justin Gaethje. I'm gonna either knock you out or I'm gonna get knocked out, but it ain't gonna be boring. I don't give a fuck about it. Getting knocked out shouldn't matter, bro. You motherfuckers are not real boxers. Getting knocked out shouldn't matter. This is not gonna ruin your YouTube career. This is not gonna. You're not gonna be able to not make money because you have one loss on your record, bro. This is like a side gig for you niggas. Go for it. Go. Get knocked out or knock them out. It's a win-win. It's literally just a money grab. So what is the point in playing it safe? That's all I have to say. My chat was very disappointed. I was very disappointed. But yeah, I'll be back next week for the UFC 294. To go from this to that will be so refreshing to actually see some high level fighting. So yeah, not great. Not great at all. But shout out for them for going in there. That Logan Paul versus Danis fight was some of the best boxing I ever seen. That guillotine choke in the final is such an innovative boxing move. Danis definitely should have points for all those punches landed on the security. He didn't even land on the security guard or land the takedown or lock in the guillotine. How are you going to throw in a guillotine with boxing gloves on? How are you going to guillotine somebody with boxing gloves on? I was saying the whole fight. We were 5 rounds in and Dillon hadn't done shit. I said, okay, bro, the only way he's going to save this is if he just starts a brawl, swings on Logan, swings on Jake, swings on security. But the brawl wasn't even good. He threw one punch at a security guard and then went to the corner. It was like fat ass security guards pushing each other. It wasn't even a good brawl, bro. Like, damn. Dillon's coming out of this with more embarrassment than Nina, damn near. He let Nina get out of this scot-free, bro. At least if you were gonna lose, you're supposed to go on your post-fight press conference and you got to talk shit to Nina or make it a spectacle or start a fight with the whole family and be like, yeah, I lost, but you still got to go home to that bitch. Something like that. Still more than he landed during the fight. Yeah, basically. Good Lord. Good Lord, guys. All right, man. I'm going to end this stream and go cry because I just wasted 2 hours of my life on that absolute garbage. If you're working, guys, if you're working, if you're a content creator and you're working in the influencer space, if you're calling fights for influencer boxing or you're doing a YouTube page where you cover all of the influencer boxing, I'm going to tell you, it's time to diversify, guys, because you ain't got long. This YouTube boxing shit, influencer boxing shit, it's on its last leg, brother. Don't quit your day job. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.